We're so excited about our camping program. It allows our students to build friendships, to face challenges, to develop skills, and to learn more about our Saviour and what it means to live in His world. This morning I'm here at Urban Camp with a fine bunch of our Urban Camp students. Lily, can you tell me, what is Urban Camp?
Urban Camp is a chance to do some fun challenges with your teammates and grow closer with people.
Excellent. And Jackson, from your perspective?
It's a team bonding experience, and it develops social skills and communication skills, which are very vital in life.
And Ollie?
Urban Camp gives you the opportunity to see the city from lots of different perspectives and gain an understanding of, what life is like for many people throughout the city in lots of different, situations. One thing I really loved about Urban Camp was going to Hope Street. We got to hear a life story from one of the men who works there, which was really inspiring. And we got to see sort of around the area and what life is like for some of the less privileged people who live in the city. And, we gained skills on how we should treat people who are less fortunate than us.
And Ollie, what is Hope Street?
Hope Street is a place where homeless people can go to seek help and connection.
Violet, can you tell me a challenge you've had to face on Urban Camp?
Probably just navigation. Like, you think you have time to get back from a place and then you don't. For example, we went to Luna Park and then we didn't realise the next ferry wasn't coming for 40 minutes, so that was an issue.
So learning that time management, learning how everything connects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like trains and buses and light rails and stuff.
Yeah, that's a valuable life experience, I reckon. What's one thing you think you've learnt from Urban Camp?
I've learned so much about how to manage a budget. We get a bunch of money and then we have to sort out what we're going to buy, how we're going to use it, and how we can make everyone in the team happy, which is very tricky sometimes.
Jackson, why do you think students should go on Urban Camp?
Urban Camp really opens you up to how big and amazing Sydney is. You get a lot of experience in different areas such as travel, how to manage budget, and maintaining your group together, as well as working through the team dynamics and collaboration skills along with it.
Do you think that having had this time at Urban Camp has in some way changed the way you see yourself?
I think it makes me feel really appreciative of everything that we have, and it's made me really take a good look at my life and how lucky I am and we all are to live in Sydney and have the life that we have.
I feel like we take a lot of things for granted in life, but coming out here and seeing how many people are doing it rough, you get a real appreciation and compassion like Jesus had for the homeless people out here.
What have you learnt about working as a team while you've been on camp?
You really get to know your team, who's good at what, who's good at navigating, who's good at finding good food places, stuff like that. So yeah, that's been helpful.
I think you also realise that everyone is very different and you need to, come to agreements, and it teaches you how to do that in a fun way, which I love.
And folks, one word to describe Urban Camp. What would you say?
Fun.
Adventurous.
That was my one. Thrilling.
Freedom.
And I'd just like to take this moment just to acknowledge Mr. Childs, who has been running this camp for a very long time. He has an amazing heart for the homeless, for people who do it rough in this city. But he also puts together a really great camp where our students get to build teamwork, learn good communication skills, navigate difficulties, and these are long-term life skills that are really important. So thank you, Mr. Childs, for all your hard work. And can I just acknowledge too, these camps have been under the auspices of Mrs. van der Straten, who's our Director of Co-Curricular. She does an amazing job in overseeing all the leaders, looking after all the locations, putting it all together. So thank you, Mrs. van der Straten. Thank you, camp leaders. Thank you, staff, for the many hours that have gone into preparing these camps, and indeed for the leadership that you show and that the care that you show for our students while they're on camp. And we look forward to hearing all the rest of your stories when you come back in just a little bit of time from now. Thanks everyone, see you later, bye.